Happy Friday and welcome back to Fan Question Friday. Hope you've had a great week. It's a great Friday here. I picked up my parents from the airport last night, so they're here for a visit for several days. And boy, I'll tell you, anybody would attest to that has family that lives far away. When you got family in town, it is chicken soup for the soul. I love a good visit, and I haven't seen them since Christmas, so we got lots of fun things planned for the week. So it's going to be a little different with dinner in 3-2-1 this week. I'm not going to post those standard recipes that I do every week on my social media outlets and online. Instead, we're going to do a couple live things as we kind of fit them in our fun schedule. And I'm going to share probably on some stories, like some of the yummy places that we're going to be eating at. Because let's be real, probably my favorite thing about family visiting to do with them is to take them to all the really delicious places to eat in the Houston area. So many good things. We got barbecue and tacos and my favorite salad place. I just can't tell you how many. There's just so many good ones. And honestly, Buc-ee's is on the list as well. So we're going to have a great time. I'll be present. It'll just be a little bit different this week. And then we'll be right back at it the next week. So I am going to answer one of the questions I got this week was whether or not nuts were really healthy for a snack. And absolutely they are. So there are a few areas where you can go wrong with nuts. But overall, in their raw form, yes, they're very healthy for you. So there are some conditions where nuts aren't recommended. And that would be like issues with the bowel, gut, like diverticulitis. They don't recommend nuts or, anything that pieces would get into the pockets of your gut and then it could get inflamed. So that's like a physical no. Of course, any allergies, no. But they are rich in fat. They can be as much as 80% calories from fat too. Depends on the type of nut. But they have fat from the poly and mono unsaturated heart healthy fats. They have omega-3 fats. They can and have been shown clearly to lower the bad cholesterol, that LDL that we want to lower. It's also shown that it can help with arrhythmia, so heart conditions with irregular heartbeats or blood clotting. There are benefits from nuts to help with that. They're rich in fiber. That can be helpful for diabetes management. It can help lower the cholesterol as well. It can help with fullness, being satisfied from a snack too. They're full of vitamin E, plant sterols, lots of benefits. What can happen that can make it go a little bit wrong or maybe not fit within your goals is the amount. That's the thing you have to make sure you're focused on. The American Heart Association does have recommendations for it. 4 servings of unsalted, dry roasted or raw nuts a week is the serving size, or how many you should have a week. And the serving size is 1.5 ounces, which is about a small palm size full of nuts, or 2 tablespoons of a nut butter spread. So here's where I've had patients say, oh yeah, my wife has like a nut, kind of like a dish with nuts, and I just kind of grab a handful. Just think though, how much is your handful? It could be 2 or 3 ounces, or even the bags of nuts can be several ounces of nuts. Also, if you've got those little canisters and you're just kind of eating while you're watching TV, it's just nearly inevitable that you're going to eat more than an ounce. It just doesn't take that much. So you have to make sure the amount is okay. So there are, special benefits for the different types of nuts as well. So almonds are the highest in fiber. The walnuts are the nut that have the rich omega-3 fats in there that are so good for your heart. The pistachios are the lowest one in calories. So comparing like almonds and pistachios, for instance, because that was a part of the question the lady asked me as well. Almonds for 1 ounce has 162 calories and pistachios have 85. So quite a bit less. The almonds have 14 grams of fat and the pistachios has 7 grams of fat. So that's a big difference too. Pecans, they're shown to help with weight loss. They're rich in fiber as well. They have 3 grams of fiber. Peanuts, which they're technically a legume, but we still talk about them as though they're just part of our nut category as well. They're the richest in protein. They've got 7 grams of protein in 1 ounce. Now, the nut that has the most amount of fat is the macadamia nut. It is also why a lot of people who are following like a keto diet, there's lots of macadamia nut versions of things, whether it's a substitute for a product or they make things out of their macadamia nuts as well. So just watch your amount. They're great for you. So many good vitamins, minerals, nutrients. You can, like, how can you incorporate more? That's not a question she asked, but that's been a question I've talked about before. Yes, a snack is great. They're really good for a snack. You can spread, in any of the nut butter spreads. Those are really good. Almond butter, peanut butter. You can put them on fruit. You can put them on veggies. You can put them on crackers. You can put them on salads, or there's even some sandwiches you could put to add some crunch to it, or a wrap. That's a good way as well. And like I said, with lots of the keto people, they follow different recipes that have nuts in there. Also, a lot of vegetarian recipes can have nuts incorporated in different ways to kind of add that protein and satisfaction for meals with a lighter amount of carbs. And I didn't really speak to carbs in these amounts, so just in case there's that question as well. So like an ounce of almonds has 6 grams of carbs. So again, a great snack, because I'm always telling folks that trying to have a snack, 15 grams of carbs or less is a pretty good guide. So it does fit that guideline. It has a little bit of carbs, but not nearly even the 15 grams. So if you did combine like a nut butter with some, like a fruit, you could still stay within the 15 grams pretty easily. So that was a good question though. Nuts are great. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to have fun with my parents. I'm certain of that. And I'm going to enjoy sharing with you guys our adventures this week and some of the recipes that, gosh, I just grew up loving too. So I will see you again next week.